Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. Today, I think I want to start off with trying to get another administration building somewhere. I think we are reaching, I want to say, capacity, or that like area where we've kind of like giga turbo filled out everywhere. You know what I mean? Oh wow, there's a lot of shit that needs built. Still. Yeah, I think a grand administration building, maybe another lab somewhere would be cool. I mean, we do have a bunch of science points, but I'm just thinking like we're probably going to want to get rid of some of these tinier labs just for the tourists. I mean, maybe I shouldn't really give a shit about what the tourists think, considering there's such like a tiny section of the economy. It does sting seeing them fucking rag on my shit. Like, the labs are pretty bland. Really makes me want to do better. They might just be haters, you know? That we can't really ever please. I think for the administration building, I'm seeing this giant, like, empty spot here where a woodcutter once was. And it has even empty housing nearby. We could probably make more housing. Oh yeah, there's empty housing over there too. It's right near the university, so it's not even in like a bad spot or anything. I think generally speaking it'd be pretty good. What's the services looking like anyways? How's the lavatories? 93%? Bathhouse is 65%. I think I want to get rid of this training yard as well. Hold up, is there any other bathhouses nearby? Nowhere nearby. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of this training yard as well, so I'm going to delete this room and dismantle the structure. And I'm sure later, or at some point I'll put a bathhouse here, probably this episode. So for the administration building, just gonna definitely want it to be, I mean, it could be all the way over here. This is the max dimension, so it would have to be a little bit wider too. Maybe I kind of want to get rid of this woodcutter. I think I will do that, just so I can build this place out even bigger. And I also want to get rid of these like stone walls. They were literally just there to reduce the noise a little bit, but now they're just kind of getting in the way. So I'll just let them get moved, or removed I should say. Yeah, they're working on it. There we go. So, administration building. Might as well leave time flowing while I'm working on this, considering... Yeah, no. We have many projects that are still underway. A little bit dubious about this corner here, but it is whatever. I think I'm just going to have this building occupy like half of this block. It is probably grotesquely large. Like, overwhelmingly, like, excessively so, but by doing this we can sort of tip all of our territories into a more finished status. So that's my thoughts on the subject basically. I can yoink this building in by 1 square. We're gonna want pretty much the same thing on the other side. Then in the center, I guess there'll be, well, I'm gonna build the walls first. Okay, in the center I'm thinking there could be like some like double stations here. We could maybe like get away with like single stations and like a wall or something. There probably needs to be like some space allocated for shelving units as well. It's the only thing, my only trepidation in extending this thing out. Also, I might as well leave room for doors on this side as well. So I think that'd be cool. I mean, I can start by filling in some of these, and then we can just see how much needs to be removed. Okay, there's no fucking universe in which at least some of the space isn't shelved, so I might as well just get that started right now. So how am I going to do this? Maybe like this? Then we put a pillar here and some pillars here, and that is obviously not going to work. There we go. Now that's only 60% efficiency, which means we're going to need... Oh, there's carpet too! I completely forgot that that was a thing. Okay, well, give me one moment. Okay, we need 3% more efficiency. Pretty sure I haven't missed a spot, so unfortunately it means that one of these double-doubles will have to go away. And in its place, I can just put like a shelf. We could probably make this clerk section smaller and then have the shelf. Maybe... Okay, can I have like a really tiny double shelf? And then a couple carpets? 100%. There we go. All in all, this is a pretty awesome looking building, in my opinion. Just adding some entrances now. Alright, fantastic. It's gonna be enough for just absolute shitload of clerks. So that'll settle all the administration points I need, which will hopefully allow me to get like more tax imports of wood, which will be cool. Obviously, it's a process that's going to take time. Speaking of things that's going to take time, I'm also going to want to put a bathhouse here. Over time, I've become a little bit unconvinced of my initial hypothesis. Originally, I kind of thought that like the baths and wells could add up to like 200% happiness. I'm not quite sure that's the case. I think that's like a weird idiosyncrasy with the, what do you call it? The dudes, the graveyards. Can I get something that just barely squeezes in here? Ugh. Guess I can get this. I mean, we have this other side that can be benched out, or where we could add more basins. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, I can get a 2x4 or 3x6. That's interesting. Just plop a couple of these guys down. Then we're gonna need to fit in some more benches, which it's kind of looking a little bit dubious. Might need to reconsider my plan down here. There we go. Room for 53 baths. It's pretty nice if I do say so myself, which I do. That's going to bathe the people in this administration building. May or may not make sense to put like a tavern down here too, because if we look at services, taverns are only at 88%, and such a ginormous building that's gonna have so many workers that it would almost just like completely not make sense to not just have like almost like a quasi block dedicated to the thing. You know how in like big skyscrapers and shit there'll be like stores in them sometimes, I'm pretty sure. I say as someone who's never been in a skyscraper. I know I feel like that's a thing. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass though. This could probably be 1 block wider. Oh man. I don't think I can make these guys this big. Okay, well, we can scrap this then and have slightly shorter tables, I guess. Like just one block shorter should do the trick, I think. And then we can just have like a skinny table up here. Might not be the most space efficient, so I'm going to have some longer tables on the other side. That way we can sort of layer the pillars out a bit, so I think that'll help out. No, it's not quite good enough. It's very close though, so maybe a slightly shorter table will do the trick. There we go. Then on this side we can also have a slightly shorter table. And just move the pillars down here. There's no reason I couldn't just have like an exotic, like a little table on each of these sides too, just to cap them off. Now I just need carpets, so I'll see you guys after that is done. There we go. 100% coziness tavern. It's not 100% rounded, but that is probably something we can fix pretty easily. Just need a couple power nubs here and there. I guess it'll have to be external power nubs. Are you serious, game? Okay, whatever. This is going to be rounded enough. It's kind of hideous, but it is what it is. There we go. And we're probably going to want a couple micro warehouses as well. One for the bathhouse, which I guess can go right here. The university doesn't need paper, right? Yeah. Okay. So this warehouse will give the coal for this guy. And then this warehouse down here is just gonna give the booze for this guy. As a total micro warehouse, there's no reason for it to be bigger. Boom. And we can let time advance. Or I guess can let should probably mean more accurately. We must have time advance. It'd be nice to get the happiness up from these guys. Or for these guys. I mean, I could increase drink rations, but it's gonna decrease their health a bit. I mean, fuck it. We have so much booze. Might as well maximize that. Religion is at an all-time low. That's just because of the crypts, which not sure what to say about that one either. It'd be nice to get the faith number up. I kind of feel like we don't have enough faith going on. Like it's only 28%, which means there's just not enough access. I think I know why. All these dwarves live in this like zone, right? And like the grandest temple building is this fucking warehouse, basically. There's no temples inside the Dwarven Quarter. Which is a little bit of an oversight, but also, you know, there's only so much space that exists in the Dwarven Quarter. I mean, half this fucking place is like sticking out into the water, right? So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. I mean, for this future Dwarven Quarter, we could maybe have a temple somewhere. We could have the temple be sort of in this little zone, be like half under the mountain, half not. Could be good. Alternatively, we do have like this little back entrance into this castle, and we have the temple to authority back here. What's the stone deposits looking like? So at most 60%. That is tragic. It's completely worthless. I mean, it's not completely worthless, but I'd rather import the stone. Just makes too much sense too. I kinda think might be worth going for it. We build it back here, then it serves as a temple for this castle too. There's already a bunch of housing nearby, and probably gonna be even more when you include all this Dwarven housing. There's room for like a little warehouse. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. give me something to do with this mountain too. Plus, it's probably like incredibly thematically appropriate to have a temple to basically the dwarven god be fucking underground, you know? So that'll give these dwarves a little bit of access, and I mean, this Temple of Authority is over here. I mean, we could put one over here, be relatively near this university. Maybe up here could be one too. Seems like it'd be really, really skinny. This is the only like massive open spot that we could put one. Yeah, I don't know. How's human religion access anyways? Oh, it's also absolutely abysmal. You know what we could actually do? Come to think of it. Looks like retirement is a big one, right? We could probably increase the retirement age. So I guess I will do that. The same could also be done for humans. They can go down to like 15% or whatever. That's gonna be a nice little boost in happiness. Yeah, you can see already the dwarves are pogging. Hopefully speaking, like all the extra dwarves, or all the like, them being able to retire will result in more dwarves wanting to join, so like a net increase. That would be cool if it worked out that way. Oh wow, we're really low on cut stone. How's do we still produce more than we consume from household? We do, we've just been using like an insane amount for construction. Okay, well whatever. That just tells me I need to let even more time advance. Building too much in too short of a time period. The Garthemis could probably use some stuff. Let's see, they don't have enough humidifier monuments. Apparently, they're at 0% happiness from that. I mean, it's because the Garthemi quarter is extremely tiny. It's not really much to say on that front. I can empathize with their plight because it's probably like a really dry, just uncomfortable existence that they've got going. I guess I can dig some humidifier spots out for them. Humidifiers can just go into these walls here, which will be cool. Give them some more humidity so they can chill near those walls whenever they need to pick me up. See, there are even more humans wanting to join in. I will add humans. They're currently at loyalty 100, happiness 100. So probably would make sense just to keep them like coming along. One would think that I would have like a surplus of humans considering I've got like the nurseries going 24/7. Maybe I just don't have enough human nurseries or something. Definitely have like a surplus of tutors. A thief and flasher are fighting to death. That's hilarious. I wonder which ones the people are rooting for. Which one is a worse crime? So obviously, if we're thinking a thief, it's probably not like... I mean, it could be the classic fairy tale situation. Oh, looks like the thief one. Could be the fairy tale situation where it's like... I say fairy tale, the uncommon situation where it's like, I'm stealing bread for these orphan children. You know, like in Aladdin or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that guy was stealing bread for himself. But I imagine he maybe, the Dondorian just like stole some like his neighbor's tools or something. It's like, fuck that guy. I'm the better blacksmith. Oh my god, they're having a rematch in this arena down here. Wow. That is bonkers. It's the same day. Oh my god. The Flasher fucking absolutely wrecked the Vandalist of the, like, two humans. Is one of these two gonna die? I mean, they're putting on a good show. They're poking the crap out of each other. I guess the Dondorian's, like, armored nature sort of lends itself to the arena. No, they both lived. It's the thief who won once more. That is actually fantastic. You know, I like this guy. I'm gonna pardon him. You are pardoned. You pleased me with your battle skills, and your mercy as well. And we need more workers. The pardon is going to give everyone a little bit of a pick-me-up as well. I'm sure his neighbor's absolutely furious. It's like the first pardon that has happened in the history of this town, and it's the guy who stole his neighbor's tools. You know, his tools, but whatever. No, I think if you get 2 arena battles in one day, and you're still standing, that's pretty good. Shows you're made of sterner stuff. Alright, this place is gonna have coal. Just employing the warehouse people now. Probably a good thing those buildings got built up before the other one, because the delivery man working there can just go get a stockpile going. Probably would be nice to get more odd jobbers too. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We only have 1,000 stone, so we're gonna hit a hard cap if we push the building too much. Guess I can get some more Dwarfanoids, even though it's really pushing it. I'll also add in about 10 humans. Just bolster those numbers. Those two races really have, like, the best jobs, in my opinion. I mean, I like the farm. I think the Bretonnians are really important early. But eventually, when you're importing stuff, I don't know, it definitely seems like science buildings, administration buildings, those are good to have late game and whatnot. You know, speaking of science, we have a shitload of science points. What should I level up? We could level up the forestry, but I don't really plan on foresting all that much. Could spend some points in the fruit farm bonus, but that is extremely expensive. Could up the fish production. I think that could be good. Just improve our fishing amount. I think I will level that up. I mean, we have hundreds of thousands of science points. Okay. I've maxed it out. That's extremely expensive, but I've done it. It's probably not worth, considering how minor of an industry fishing is for me, but you know, maybe we could change that. Maybe we could get even more fishing spots somewhere. Does kind of look like I'm fishing everything. I know, can I, yeah, I'm gonna disable. Fuck that, I don't need to go that crazy. Frozen stuff will slowly become reintegrated. Very sweet. So the fishermen are not pogging. See, there was a weaver accident as well. That is fine. How's the smithy? Is the smithy finally done? The smithy is about done. Oh, this warehouse is done. This is going to be a tool smithy, right? Probably going to want 6 crates of ore, or coal, 6 crates of metal. And then the rest of the crates could store the tools. I guess I'll get a clothing crate as well. So this is going to be able to store 6,000 tools, which will be nice. It'll give this blacksmithy just like so much to do, so much space to work with. The dwarves are definitely getting a little bit overemployed. We're down to negative 71 odd jobbers. Maybe I kind of want to lower the amount of blacksmiths for the time being. I'll get some piganoids as well, just imported into town, just to shore up the complete lack of odd jobbers. So we only have 101 smiths here. It's truly going to be an incredible like surplus of tools generated. We might even be able to max out all of our industries for tools, assuming that we haven't already. It could make sense to build more ration makers, I guess, and import more food, just to get the like food days happiness up. Also, I kind of feel like the bathhouse is just not big enough, like even remotely. So I kind of think I'm gonna build just like another bathhouse. Can build it. It's gonna be made out of wood. It's gonna be down here. Could maybe get rid of the other one, assuming this one does the trick, which it may or may not. It's a pretty nice set of basins. Definitely just gonna pillar up right now. Oh, that's really nice, actually. I am a little bit dubious that we're gonna be able to fit all these guys. I mean, we could make the place bigger, right? Oh, that's so good. Okay, this is actually my favorite layout so far. Like, holy shit. Hold up, there's yellow bits. No. Dude, I want... Okay, maybe I can move these pillars to the left slightly. Okay, we're fine. We just moved the pillars to the left, and we're golden. We're not golden. We are golden. 0% wasted materials. It's a very square building, but you know, I care not. It's wooden, which will please the piganoids who are going to be working here, probably. That is actually amazing. I'm so pogged. Just going to build like a super road around this guy as well. It's going to be even more bath action. I mean, it's a ton of basins, so hopefully that'll be enough for the smithy. Plus, there's plenty of sources of coal nearby. It's a pretty giant building. You know, I kind of think I want to get another herb farm real quick, and I might want to build another ration maker down here in no man's land. Okay, this is 2 farmer building. It's going to produce 27 herbs. Kind of mediocre, but whatever. So I'm just thinking we could probably get our exports up. Why is the workload so low? It usually says like if internal storage is too high or something. I guess I can just subtract employee, and now suddenly they're making a bajillion rations. I could go crazy with it. I could add 2 employees and then subtract 1. Now they're back to their original position, but they have full workload. If we had another giant ration maker in the zone, then we could just put an export depot here or there. Get that as like an outlet, and the additional rations would increase the food days in and of themselves. I think that kind of makes sense to me. Because this whole like area up here, there's like a little bit too much area in my opinion. So it'll be nice just to fill this area out, you know? We have 600 smithies, apparently. That is also incredibly nice. We can make the building more rounded later. First things first, we've got to get the super benches set up. It's going to be following the same format that my Dwarven ones do, so I'll just see you guys when it's done. Now for the task of making a bunch of auxiliaries. That is also going to be a little bit of pain in the ass. Probably going to have to trim some of these buildings down. But that is fine. This roof is definitely not helping out, by the way. Or this like upper area here. Yeah, it's definitely not even close. Well, in that case, I'll get rid of this guy. Up to 81%, so we're going to need to do this again. Up to 95%, so we're going to need to do it again. There we go, 100%, and there's room for storage up here. Not the biggest storage, but not the smallest storage either. There's room for some entrances. It'd be really, really, really nice to get this building rounded, so I think I am going to have to create some hideous, like, nuggies. I'll just put these nuggies on this wall over here, create like a horrible alleyway. Huh. That's weird. Sometimes it increases the roundness, sometimes it decreases it. Maybe I could do the same over here then. Just have a horrendous gear-shaped spoke on the wall. Yep, here we go. Suddenly everything is becoming rounded. Alright, that is almost 100% rounded. It's not quite, but I think it's in that like golden area of close enough where the pignoids are going to be pretty happy. It is 100% rounded. Perfect. And then we can have like a bunch of little doors on the side as well, in addition to, I don't know, some doors in this alleyway as well. There we go. There's room for 213 more ration makers. Boom. It's gonna be like a fucking absolute shitload. So I'm definitely gonna want to increase housing. Probably by also a shitload. This should be about enough. It's 75 times 3. Yeah, that's 200. Right there, and there's some housing available already. We're gonna need another ginormous ration warehouse, which I'll just put over here. And then I'm gonna want a export depot right over here. That's gonna be like the ration depot, you know. We need one more warehouse, just to store all the fruits and veggies that are going to be used in the ration maker. I mean, I could put it up here. Be a little bit shitty. I could put it down here. I think that would be cooler. Just get like a... I don't know how much storage is necessary. We could maybe go like a little bit buck wild with it. I think that would probably be good. Then I can have like a couple like power gaps. No, I'll make this one shorter. In fact, I'll make it 2 shorter because I don't want to fuck with it. It's still square, but whatever. That's gonna store thousands of fruits. And some herbs. Might not be enough for this ration maker, but I think it probably will be. So it's going to be constantly stocked up, you know? And there's so many fruit warehouses, like, in the general vicinity. It just makes sense. We're at -70 odd jobbers. I can probably just add in about 200 pignoids. It is quite a lot. The pigs might actually have less than 100% happiness / loyalty for a hot minute, but that will fill up all these jobs here and get some stuff building. And to be honest, I think on this note, we can kind of end the episode here. We have very carefully, very slyly expanded this town with a number of large buildings. Holy crap, that's a lot of homeless. We'll fix that next time, okay? We built a giant ration maker. We saw the finish of the giant smithy. We built a giant administration building and spent our science points to a great degree. I think things are looking nice. It looks like a bright future, but I mean, there is space to expand. I think New Ganymede proper has been mostly gentrified, I want to say, like in a positive way. I always hear gentrification as like a bad word, but I mean, this place has been renovated to not suck as much. All these industries that were out here have been pulled into the mountain and then replaced with more efficient, larger sort of hubs of production, or in this case, like administration. Which is overall just generally pretty nice. Services access has gone up. And whatnot. Any future expansion we're going to have to do is going to be in these like blank places, is basically what I'm getting at. Which is fine. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!